Today we're going to talk about how you can work on improving tightness in your hips. Now, this is something that can be helpful if things are stiff or uncomfortable, but you may not want to do this if you have anything like a connective tissue disorder like Ehlers Danlos syndrome, if you have had a joint replacement in the hip joint, or some other conditions. So make sure that you check with your medical provider to make sure that this is a safe option for you. With this, we're going to be using something I called a super band, and we'll have a link to this in the video description. But you want to have it anchored to something very sturdy, and you want the band as high up into your hip as you can get it, close to the crease of the hip. Next, what you're going to do for this first phase is do just some simple squats. We do them with the anchor off to the side. You can also do it with it anchored to the back behind you. And you can also do it with the anchor in front of you. We do our next option in this half kneeling position, and we'll show you a couple of different options for it. So for this first round, we have it on the leg that is down and kneeling on the ground. Again, you can play with where it's anchored, whether it's to your side, behind you, or anchored in front of you. Next, we're going to do this on hands and knees with it anchored off to the side, and you sit back as if you're doing child's pose position from yoga. Just gently rocking back and forth into that position. This one you can also play with the diagonal a little bit because it will create a different stretch. And now we'll show you a variation with the half kneeling, but it's on the leg that is up. So again, you can do it anchored to your side, off at a little bit of a diagonal. We also have variations of using it during pigeon pose, again from yoga. This one you want to have out to the side or at a slight back diagonal. And again, you can change that angle a little bit to get the best stretch for you. You can also do this lying down on the ground with it anchored down by your feet, bringing your knee up towards your chest. And you can change the diagonal here. So for maybe some of our dancers, if you want to work this into some turnout positions, you can do that as well. You can also rotate the leg some, as that's going to change that stretch even more. And you can do hamstring stretches at the same time here to change the dynamic. Here's a great option for working on hip mobility that also helps you during hamstring stretches. So you can stand with one foot crossed over the other or leave them uncrossed, and you just try to reach forward towards your toes. Over time, you should feel like this improves your stretch. First, we want to show you a forward bend without the band and how far we can get. Now we repeat that stretch with the band in place, and you can see that we can get a little bit further with the band in place.